Welcome to part 5 of Kirby's Adventure, and now we are in Yogurt Yard. The song for this stage, though, we technically heard it much earlier in the playthrough, because it actually plays during one of the earlier worlds, but here we actually get to hear it in the actual world. Either way, it's a great song. It's another catchy song. What can I say? I'm sorry if I keep praising this game's soundtrack in every part, but I just can't help it. It's one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time for a reason. I love just about every single piece of music in this entire game. I love the stage themes, I love the jingles, the boss themes, the ending theme, the credits theme. I love it so much, you know? Yeah. Oh!
Well,
Ah.
what was that?
I didn't fly high enough, so I basically ran into the bottomless pit. Ba Basically, what I was trying to do is that I was trying to fly underneath those clouds here
Oh God.
because I'm trying to access this door right here. It's pretty hard to access, so yeah. Anyway, I got the stone ability. By the way, it is don't do what I'm doing here by using the stone ability in this area, and this is why.
Are you giving a demonstration or did you do it on, on
I
accident?
Yes. Oh my god. Alright. Okay.
Oh,
This time I'm going to use my sword. There we go. So yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Every single level, well not every single level, but starting with Butter Building, you would have these hidden switches that you can find in the levels to open paths to bonus areas like mini games or museums. So yeah. I hum this music a lot. Yeah, you see, look at Kirby with the sword and the portrait. He looks like he's doing the He-Man pose. I, the day I raised my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power." That reminds me. So, have you ever heard of the Shantae series?
I've heard of it, yes.
There is actually a character in Shantae and the Pirate's Curse that is literally a parody of He-Man because
That's hilarious.
because when you eventually help him out in the game and complete his side quest, he eventually turns into his superhero alter ego, and not only does some cheesy heroic music start playing, but he actually says, "I gained the advantage." So
That's funny.
yeah, it is funny. Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't think they would reference that of all things. So, yeah.
Ooh, hammer again.
Yep, and I'm going to quickly get, as usual, because because it's pretty clear that you probably wouldn't have made it this far, at least not normally anyway. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off as cocky or whatever. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Hmm.
I'm not offended.
Uh,
I think that's pretty accurate.
Aw. All right. I have 34 lives right now. But what was I gonna say? So you said that you're not good at platformers, so that would explain very much of why you didn't make it very far in Mega Man X.
Yes. Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah.
But it was better than Mega Man. I hate Mega Man.
You like it more than classic Mega Man at the very least.
Yeah. Well, I've only played Mega Man 2, so and I tried playing the first Mega Man. And that was a mistake as the first game to play. So I went to Mega Man 2.
As someone who also played Mega Man 1 as their first classic Mega Man game, I agree. Because, in my opinion, Mega Man 1 isn't really that great of a game at all. And I think the game is just kind of okay to average.
Yeah, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
You don't have to subject yourself to that.
Yeah. Even though it is the first Mega Man game, I think the best Mega Man game to start with for the classic series is the one you started with, which is Mega Man 2. But, considering how you had trouble even with Mega Man 2, it's pretty clear why that you never got into Mega Man.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah.
There was an effort.
Yeah, especially with Mega Man X, because, hey, at least you managed to clear the intro stage without too much trouble.
Yes.
And then you got to Chill Penguin, and I kept trying to remind you, you can wall jump and shoot at the same time. You can jump and shoot at the same time. And then you're like, yeah, but that requires big brain. I don't have big brain.
Is that my voice?
I wasn't... Michelle...
Seth.
Yeah, Michelle?
Why do you have to expose me like that? My inability to play Mega Man and Mega Man X and platformers in general.
I'm sorry. It's just that platformers are like the most common video game genre.
I'm well aware. I'm sad about it.
Well, in my opinion, you shouldn't worry about it though, because even if you're not good at most platformers, at least you can play some platformers well enough, like some of the recent Kirby games.
Yes, it's true, and it's more fun if you're playing with other people too.
I agree. We definitely need to play Kirby Air Ride at some point.
Yes.
Even though it's a spin-off title, it is a very good spin-off title. So yeah.
Yes.
I do apologize for trying to imitate your voice like that.
No, it's okay. It was funny. It's way less offensive than when my brother does it.
Yeah, because most of the time... Okay, honestly, I need to admit this. Sometime when nobody is listening, I would occasionally try to do a bad impression of your voice.
What my whiny voice?
Wait, your whiny voice? I didn't think that was your whiny voice, but basically, sometimes I know you would sound like a, "Hi, how are you?" or
Oh.
or something like, "I really love Lady Gaga. Oh my God."
That's pretty accurate.
Oh. And that's why
Nice.
I don't like using the ball ability.
It seems like a pretty bad ability.
Yeah. I guess you could say I was not having a ball with that one. Yeah, because the reason why I don't like the ball ability is because it's only useful for damaging enemies if it's actually flashing to like signify that you can damage it. Because if you hit someone while it's not flashing, then you take damage and drop the ability like a dope. So yeah. Oh my God. I guess to kind of go back to what I was trying to say earlier, though, when I think of your quote unquote whiny voice, the only thing that comes to mind is something like, "Oh my God, why?"
Yeah. I don't know how to do an impression of myself, but
you don't have.
My brother.
I don't think you have to because you already do it normally.
That's true, but impressions are exaggerated versions of yourself, right? So I'd have to be
true.
myself, but way worse.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then don't force yourself or pressure yourself into trying to do an impression of yourself. Just be yourself, you know?
And I can't beat your impression of me.
You said that it's better than your brother, you said?
It's less offensive.
Really now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, there's a reason I am getting the hammer ability in this level because uh, there is because while I do love this game, like it's one of my favorite games in the entire series. And oh yeah, wait a minute, I forgot. This is not the level I'm thinking of, so that's why I dropped the hammer that time. But as much as I love this game, it's not perfect. It does have a couple of issues. For example, some of the secrets can be a little difficult to get, like this one right here, how you need to use the fire, then quickly get the high jump, and then you barely manage to get into the cannon there to access that hidden switch. I don't think that's like the worst example of trying to get a secret. I think that's actually in the following level, which we'll see in a bit. But in the meantime, another issue the game has, specifically the NES version, is while it does graphically look really good, like it's it's very pretty to look at for an 8-bit game. It's also kind of laggy at times. Like it kind of slows down occasionally if there's too much going on screen, you know?
Yeah.
That's actually an issue that persists with video games even today, because even some of the best looking games of all time can lag a bit, even
Yeah,
as well as some of the best performing games. Because one example that keeps coming to mind is Devil May Cry 5, because that game usually runs at 60 frames per second, and it graphically looks really good. But I've noticed that every time I would play on the PS4 version, specifically the regular PS4 version, if there's too much going on screen, I noticed that the frame rate would drop every now and then, because again, it's that's because the game is like too powerful for the system to handle.
dang.
Which is why most, if not all, those issues are resolved in either the PC version or the special edition. So yeah. I've also played it on the Xbox One X, not the Series X, but the One X, and I've noticed that I didn't run into anywhere near as many slowdown issues, if any slowdown issues, like I did with the PS4 version. So yeah, system limitations can be annoying. Also, I decided to cut out refighting bonkers there to try and just to get the hammer because, well, don't want to repeat too much of the same footage. But this level, this is the main. This level is the main. This level has one of the most annoying secrets in the entire game because it requires the hammer in order to access. But you can't get the hammer in this level. You need to find the hammer in another level and then bring it into this level.
Ugh.
Yeah. This is why it's the most annoying secret, and it's to try and get. Because as you'll see in a bit, assuming I make it anyway. Come on. It's just through that door up ahead. Yeah, there it is. These green blocks right there, they can only be broken with the hammer. And
Dang.
that's why it's pretty annoying to get. You can't, and again, you can't get the hammer in this level. You need to find it in another level and bring it into this level. And to be honest, I don't like it when Kirby games do that because I feel like it just makes the game more backtrack heavy than necessary. In fact, I think Kirby's Dream Land 2 for the Game Boy is probably the worst example of that. Because there are actually some animal friends you need to get in other levels and bring them into other levels without losing them in order to get the rainbow drops. In fact, one of the worst examples I can think of is trying to use Kine in this one auto-scrolling level in order to get to this one area that you need him in.
That's so annoying.
Yep.
No!
It's okay.
Oh,
I'm okay. I'm okay. I should be okay. No, come on, Kirby. No. Oh no, I think yep. This boss also suffers Castlevania syndrome. What's suddenly below you, what was once a ground, is now suddenly a bottomless pit. So I'm going back to the museum to get a different ability. This time I'm using the tornado ability. This is definitely a boss that also gave me trouble when I was younger as well.
The propellers look like eyes, and I can't unsee it. and the eyeball looks like a mouth.
I don't really see it. I mostly just see the one eye that he has. But hey, that's just me.
It's just 2 galaxy brain, I guess.
Okay, sure. Well, anyway, that was part 5 of Kirby's Adventure. Tune in for part 6, where we head to Orange Ocean.